part of this. And if I didn't get invited to this church a couple months ago, I don't know where my life would be. So I think everyone deserves a chance to hear the message that Salem is preaching. And yeah, my name's Kyle. I'm going to sing this song.
around your throne in heaven above. It seems so far away, though I can't touch your scarred hands. I have a deep, unspeakable joy that makes my faith to stand. Lord, I believe in you. I'll always believe in you. Though I can't see you with my eyes, deep in my heart, your presence I'll find. Lord, I believe in you, and I'll keep my trust in you. Let this whole world say what they may, no one can take this joy away. Lord, I believe. Born from above, you are God's only chosen one. You're the one and only true way. Bring to the Father's arms. You died for all sins, and now you rose and now live again, conquering death and the grave, so that I might live. Lord, I believe I'll always believe in you. Though I can't see you with my eyes, deep in my heart, your presence I'll find. Lord, I believe in you, and I'll keep my trust in you. Let this whole world say what they may, no one can take this joy away. Lord, I believe. Oh, Lord, I believe in you. I'll always believe in you. Though I can't see you with my eyes, deep in my heart, your presence I find. Lord, I believe in you, and I'll keep my trust in you. Let this whole world say what they may, no one can take this joy away.
Ladies and gentlemen, our text will be coming from Matthew 28, 19 and 20. Go ye therefore into the world. I would just like to say that this morning at 3:30 I left the hospital in good spirits. no stranger being a radio and talk show host, I should have no problem in speaking. Normally I'm given 3 minutes to talk, and I end up with 1 hour. No? So, but seriously though, my wife is in Natchez, Mississippi to a school reunion, and she told me, if you know why you're there, to receive recognition, so remember, use your 3 minutes and sit down. Well, I have to wait till I get home and talk to her and tell her that I was given the mic to be the main speaker. So I'd like you to pray with me as I just share 3 minutes with you. I was born in Lexington, Mississippi, and it got too hot for me there, and I left when I was 8 months old. My wife, my mother brought me to East St. Louis for better living conditions. Community service was on my mind at that point, because ever since then I've been active in the community, doing what thus saith the Lord. I always call into the radio station and talking about civil rights and affirmative action and so forth. So the manager called me in and took me to lunch, and he said, "Brooks, I have a spot, community service spot for the NAACP on the radio, and I want you to host it." Well, that's another example, like today. My notes got away from me, so it's time for me to sit down. So I got the mic and I told him to give me a few months to think about it, although I always wanted to have a mic in my hand. So that was in 1990, and I haven't missed the show. It's a weekly show, and I haven't missed the show since 1990, the radio. Then it was, one of the announcers said, "You have a TV voice." I said, "Oh, what is the TV voice?" So he told me I should go down and get trained, because I didn't need any training for speaking, you know. And I went down, and I've been hosting a TV show since 1994, a weekly show. The radio Comcast Community Focus comes on every Sunday morning at 5 a.m. if you're up that early, 102.3 FM. And the TV show Community Forum comes on at 7 o'clock on every Thursday night, without fail. I would like to say to the youth that I was raised by my mother. The father left the home when I was 2 years old, and left my mother, who passed away at 90 years old in 2005. And my aunt was my babysitter. She passed away in 2003 at 91. So women have been a part of my life, all my life. I never did learn how to cook. But I received several spankings, and those spankings really helped me. Now you can't do it now, otherwise you end up behind bars, you know. But I married Dr. Daisy Brooks, and we've been together for 56 years. And, I still cannot cook. So I would say this though, if you're part of God, He will take care of you. In 1974, we got involved in a daycare center. We called the state to find out what were their needs, and they say care for children. So my wife said no problem, so she's the general contractor. She built a facility that you see at 1920 Sherman, for 100 kids. The facility filled up in 6 months, and she added another 50 kids addition. And that was not enough. The parents would say, we take our children to a babysitter and we bring our toddler to you, which you consider an infant center. We said no. She said no problem. So she built an infant center to house 66 infants from 6 weeks old to 3 years old. After 3, they come to the daycare center. Well, that was not enough. She asked the state, what else do you need? They say, we need a facility for girls that don't have a home. So she said, no problem. So she was the general contractor for a facility right across the street in 1919 Sherman for about 30 girls. So we went from infants all the way through teenagers. Well, that was not enough. We asked the school district, what do they need? They said, we have students that we're expelling because they cannot operate in a classroom situation. She said, no problem. So we have an alternative school to house. So I'm sorry that my wife is not here to receive the accolades, but she said that she just completed a book, putting her accomplishments in the book. She was raised in Natchez, Mississippi, where they had outhouses. And in 2010, President Obama invited her to the White House to receive the second highest medal awarded to a civilian in the country. The 2004 President's Citizens Medal for the work that she's doing in the community. So the book is called From the Outhouse to the White House. So you can go online and get a copy of it soon. Now, skipping over my life, I was the first African American to be graduated from East St. Louis Senior High School. Received an academic scholarship to Illinois State University, and then I migrated here to North Chicago. The Bureau of Appointments gave me a map and said go in the direction of Waukegan, because I had never been in this area before. So I had a friend of mine come with me, and we went, got a map, and ended up here in North Chicago. Been here ever since. I was an educational therapist for 11 years. Then I moved to Great Lakes as a counselor for 2 years, the director of housing for 9 years, and I retired as equal employment opportunity specialist. I would like to say this, though, in winding up. We said racism can be eliminated. And the way it can be eliminated is that as the director of housing, I was wondering why all the African American families was on one side of the base out there at Great Lakes, and the non-minorities were in a different. And that kind of puzzled me, you know, as the director. I said, what? So it didn't take me long to find out when a family comes in for housing, if a vacancy is in a certain area, that's where the person will go, right? So they weren't doing that. But being in a position of authority, and that's what you have to get an education to get in a position of authority, I didn't say one word. The papers come to me, and I find out where the place is, because I have to sign the papers, right? And if the person's name comes at the top of the list, and there's a vacancy on the north side or south side or wherever it is, that's where the person goes. And I have a lot of people can attest to that right now that's retired, say that I was responsible for them getting proper housing in Great Lakes. So that's all. Racism can be eliminated if you get people in authority to control a situation. What happened in our country? We got a president of the United States, President Barack Obama, in a position to change things. And he is in world things, right? Because he is in a position of authority. His predecessor got us in the mess that he's in now, and he's trying to straighten it out. And we got people that spending their whole lifetime, the whole 6 years that he's been in office, trying to block everything that he does. But I would say this to the youngsters, that the education is very necessary, and I'll give you a couple examples. You cannot rise to the top unless you have an education. Now I would get to what I was given the mic to do. I got 3 minutes, right? Congratulations to Salem Seventh-day Adventist Church on your first Community Day. Congratulations to Paul Young, 1105 Pine Street, Waukegan, Illinois. I humbly accept the Community Leaders Appreciation Recognition bestowed upon my wife Daisy and I for our labors in the Lake County area for the past 40 years, dedicating our lives equipping infants, toddlers, and high school dropouts to handle challenges and life skills that may confront them in this world. We are still confronting racism and providing resources and avenues to eliminate it in any form that exists in our society. We are encouraging everyone not to worry about what others will say or think. Just be more concerned with being the person God wants you to be. You are a human being, not a puppet. You can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Our steps are ordered by God. My high school motto, and still is, in ourselves our future lies. I will recommend it for the youth of today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Brooks. We want to present right this time a plaque that says Sachs Salem Adventist Community Services Award presented to Dr. Wardell Brooks on this 5th day of July 2014 for your exceptional community leadership. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Also, we have one that is presented to Dr. Daisy Brooks as well for on this July 5th for also exceptional community service. So thank you.
I did follow her instructions.
All right, thank you so much.
My name is Dr. Wardell Brooks, and we're visiting the Seventh-day Adventist Church Community Day, where the pastor is Paul Young of the Seventh-day Adventist Church, located at 1105 Pine Street in Waukegan, Illinois. We have with us today Evangelist Bishop Lindsay. Good evening, Mr. Lindsay.
Well, okay. Good afternoon and all thanks to you.
We want you to tell us how are you connected with the Seventh-day Adventist Church?
I'm connected with the church because I am the Lake Region Conference Community Services Director. Okay. And that encompasses all the 5 states that Lake Region Conference deals with, which is Michigan, Illinois, Indiana, Wisconsin, and Minnesota. Okay. And in those we have about 160 churches. And the Waukegan Seventh-day Adventist Church is one of the churches that I oversee for their community outreach.
Fantastic. Tell us about this community outreach program called Community Day. This is the first of its kind in Waukegan. You know what I'm thinking? And tell us about the importance of a Community Day.
Well, the importance to us is it gives us the opportunity to reach the people. Instead of always expecting the people to come to us, to our church building, we now say, let's go to the people. Let's be out in the community. Let them see what we're about, rather than having them to come see us.
Okay.
We can see what they're about. So it's sort of like a reverse kind of community outreach.
Is this unique as far as the Seventh-day Adventist Church? Or is it something unique, something of the
new. It's not unique in the sense that we've never done it before because we've done it on all different levels throughout the conference. We've done it all throughout our cities in various different ways. I've been involved in ones where they've had the streets blocked off in their church and they've had all the ministry tables and everything going on and doing the same kind of thing. We've had petting zoos, we had all kinds of activities that were available, but in the same vein of having a community outreach day. So this is one in a minute.
You know, being in the communications field, this is nothing new for you, right? I understand that you have been a host in the past.
Yes. You're right. This is not new. I have been a host for what's called the New Vision program in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And then also I'm a gospel announcer with the Gospel Music Workshop Choir of America. So, and then I've also, for fun, announced at basketball games, Christian basketball games. And it has been a great time being an announcer.
Out here we have Jamaican music, but it is Christian music that's being played.
Yes.
This is outstanding.
Yes, it is. You know, God can reach us all no matter what our venues are, no matter what our purpose is, no matter what we're going, as long as we are trying to reach people to bring them to Christ. And so there's no difficulty in using whatever it is, whether it's reggae music, whether it's gospel music, whether, you know, sometimes even the hip-hop rap, when done right, can reach the people.
But tell us that the area that you chose, the area you cover, but you're a resident of what, Maywood, Illinois?
Yes. I recently, well not recently, but a year now have moved back to Maywood, Illinois. Originally from downstate Illinois, Danville, Illinois. And was in Maywood for a little while. After about 8 years, then moved to Minnesota, stayed in Minnesota for 19 years, and now back in Maywood.
You know, this is a fabulous crowd. The Home Depot was very cooperative and assisted some of the Adventists in this home.
Yes, they were. We are really proud of how Home Depot has really come out and done for us and being able to help us to facilitate this being a wonderful event that it is. So we just thank God for our brethren from Home Depot and from here in the Belvedere Mall.
Well, I want to thank you very much, Evangelist Lindsay. I'm going to interview Pastor Paul Young and his wife. She's vocalist. I'll be learning right along with my listening audience about both of them. And they're doing a fantastic job. And when you have a duo like that, it makes it much better.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and stop by again sometime next year. You're always up here, right?
Yes.
Because this is your territory.
Yes.
All right, 1105 Pine Street, Illinois.
That's right.
Thank you.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're interviewing Pastor Paul Young and his wife, Michelle Young, and Sailor. She's 3.5 years old, and Sam, which is a year old. This is a family affair here. Greeting folks. Ladies and gentlemen, Pastor Paul Young is the pastor of the Salem Seventh-day Adventist Church, which is located at 1105 Pine Street in Waukegan, Illinois. Pastor Young, we'd like for you, I'll be learning about you along with my listening audience. So I want you to tell us how long have you been at Salem, and also a little bit about your ministry.
We got here last year, 2013, in February of 2013, and so we thoroughly enjoyed being in the Lake County area. Thoroughly enjoyed worshiping with people of this community and at the Salem SDA Church, and we're just excited for what is going on, especially today with with our community day. It's something that we've been planning. We've often done community day at the church, but in this day and age, people are so busy. People are ripping and running to and fro, and we wanted to take the church to them. And as was said by a pastor before me, he said that the church needs to leave the building. Well, today I can truly say that the church has left the building. And so we're glad to be out in the community, mingling with people. We have a prayer group, we have a health and temperance group where we help people who are struggling with various illnesses. That it's all about diet and how they can keep themselves to a better life. We have information for those who are even contemplating abortion, how we can help them to see the better choice of bringing a life into this world and turn that life actually turn around and be a blessing on them. So we've got a lot going on today, and we've got an evangelistic series that's starting next week. And for those who may not understand the terminology, evangelistic series, it's really an opportunity to share the love of Jesus with those who don't know him. And so we want to give the community an opportunity to be able to come out and share that. I do want to share a little bit about my wife. She also is a master's, right? Both are graduates with our master's degree in theology. And my wife is a accomplished singer, and just obviously not just beautiful in terms of her looks, but also in terms of her voice. And our children, Salem and Sam, we just blessed to have beautiful children. Our son does absolutely nothing wrong. He is joy. My daughter is in a 3.5 range, so right now she's trying to attend to catch up. We're just happily excited to get this area moving to serve the Lord.
Pastor Young, something exciting is going on at Salem because you are a growing church.
Yes, sir.
I mentioned that because I've been in your church on a couple of occasions, and now I see that really growing, and people just excited about it.
Absolutely. And it's all about Jesus. Jesus said that if he is lifted up, he will draw people to him. We cannot do anything of ourselves. We may be able to put on something and show up, but nobody can fake excitement. And that's what you're getting here. There's electricity in the air. People are just naturally excited to be here. The Lord has shown favorably upon us. I don't know when the last time you, living in the Lake County area, could experience a 4th of July weekend of this temperature and magnitude where the weather is almost like we're in the Caribbean.
It's really beautiful.
It's a beautiful weather, beautiful time. So everything is just falling into place, and we're just so excited of the fact that God is with us and working with us. Everybody is participating, and we're all excited.
I found out about you through Lamont Taylor, a very good friend of mine, and it was just God's will that it was no accident that I ran into Lamont Taylor, and I've known him and been part of the congregation ever since I was a member. But we all bodies are members of the body, right? And of course, Christ did not have an address, right? That's right. He didn't have a building. So it's great. Now, I like to mention this one other thing. Michelle, Pastor Young mentioned you as not only the wife, but an evangelist, pastor. And tell us about your background and your support for pastor. a music major, and so you really demonstrated that you have extra talent in singing today.
Share my voice with you. We're here today and this is not going to be my last time singing. Evangelistic singing, they've got me singing just about every night.
You know, I'm really excited about Salem. Salem and also Psalms. They're a beautiful addition to the family. Because I'm sure they're going to watch this tape for years to come, you know.
Yeah.
And how excited they were. Very excited about being here, joining the family, you know. One other thing, tell us about Home Depot here. They were very fortunate with that system.
Yes, it was actually not the Home Depot, it was the Belvedere Mall that pretty much gave us the permission to be here, and they were excited for us to be here. They said they've been looking for companies, non-profit organizations to come here, outdoor events here, and so forth. And this just worked out to be a perfect time. Again, that's why the excitement is so counting, because God is the leading and we follow where God is led. There is always going to be just excitement and just stir in the area as to coming out and what God is doing.
The type of booth that you have, I noticed that you have support from the North Chicago Exchange Club and also the Zion Waukegan. But other booths that you have.
Yes, the other booths that we have are various departments of our church. For example, we have a prayer tent, and right now, right over there, that's what they do. So you can just stick right over there, just take a look. You'll see that they're having a prayer service show, Proving the Power of Prayer. It's a healing aspect where God responds in a way that will bless not only those who are going to pray for, but those who are going to pray. And so we have a prayer group tent, and we have a youth tent, because the church is really all about our youth. We have a lot of programs for our youth, a lot of activities that we get them involved in, because what we find, especially in an area like North Chicago and Waukegan and Zion, that kids, if they don't feel like they belong, they end up in a gang, they end up doing things and getting themselves in trouble. We have a very high dropout rate in high schools, and so there's very little of our young people going off to college to get advanced degrees and so forth, and we want to be able to put a stop to these things. So our church has really invested in our young people, and we've got quite a number of our young people who have invested over the years. They have returned. They're the ones who are doing the programs, taking an active part, and doing it also. We're very youth-oriented, so we want to get that out into the community so that kids in the community are able to see that there is something better for them than just what they see around.
You know, we look at the devil, we always say the devil is a liar, you know, and the devil is not going to defeat us, you know, and we ask God to be our breastplate to protect us from the wiles of the devil, you know. I just got out of the hospital at 2:30 this morning, and I was scheduled to be here with my cameraman here, and I walked on the ground, and your prayer team grabbed me right away and said, "Come on, let me have a prayer." So that spirit there, you know, I came over and got a prayer from them before I got started. That was bad.
We also have our main tent, which does a lot of the music and things like that. We give out the awards. We have a health tent where we're actually doing health screenings and so forth. So if you want to get your cholesterol, blood pressure, sex, so forth like that, get that over there. We have materials over there as well. We have a family life department where we have a lot of families that are struggling right now, especially breaking apart. They're just breaking apart, and we are offering assistance and help for them to be able to make it at least 1 year. We're trying to get we have tried to get all our church to be involved in ministry. And I think that the Lord has blessed us with a lot of it.
You mentioned about coming out into the community, but you also blessing other leaders in the community. You recognize that they're leaders, so that you recognize what they're doing.
Absolutely, because this work is not something that one group, one organization can do. God has called each and every one of us to play our role, to play our part. And when we acknowledge someone else, what we're saying is that we recognize God in you doing the work that you're doing, because at the end of the day, God gets all the glory. And so we acknowledge the service of God, the individual who has done their part that God has called them to do. And we're going to acknowledge them. In our experience, that we have used God.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're very fortunate to have the Young family here, Pastor Carl Young, pastor of the SDA, Salem SDA Church, number 5, High Street, Illinois, and his wife, Michelle Young, who's also his wife, mother, and also Salem, and also Salem. So the whole family is open their arms up to let you know who they are. And if you're not doing anything, some Saturday the Sabbath day, on the Seventh-day Adventist, you may want to visit them. Thank you very much. Take a time for your business schedule, Pastor. And thank you, Michelle, and Shayla, and Bob. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the finale of the coverage by Community Forum on Salem Seventh-day Adventist Church Community Day. We have with us Janice Hay and Iris Livingston. Good evening, folks. I want to congratulate you. I want to congratulate you on the great job that you're doing putting this together. This is a cooperative effort. No one person could have done this, right?
Oh, not at all.
I've interviewed your pastor and his wife and his 2 children.
Amen.
One 3.5 years old and one 1 year old. And I've even had Evangelist Mitchell Lindsay, Lamont Taylor,
Wonderful.
Thomas Pitts,
Yes.
the prison ministry.
Yes.
And both of you, I couldn't end the program without talking to you. Tell us about your evaluation, Janice, of Community Day.
Well, first of all, I would like to say I really appreciate you being here today. You have supported us so well, and we are so grateful that we were able to honor you, and as well you are still working with us, and we really appreciate you being here, and your wife as well.
I'm
And
sorry, I went over my 3 minutes.
that's okay. And so I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, you know, I am very, first of all praises go to God. It is His vision through me that I was able to be successful today. Everybody's telling me that it was a wonderful day, beautiful day, but God already told me it was going to be such a day. So I'm glad that we were able to come. We were able to take the church here today, and really, really had a wonderful experience. And you know, coming out of the church, we were able to see how valuable and how much resources we have. You know, we have the prison ministry, we have the women's ministry, we have the children's ministry, we have the health and temperance, and all of us come together outside of the church, you know, bringing the church here, really show that we are royalty, you know, and I'm so grateful that we're able to do that.
Well, this is fantastic. And Iris, I'd like to get your evaluation.
Oh, well, my evaluation of the day was fabulous. We had such a great turnout. We had hundreds of individuals come out. Many different sources from the community came out. Waukegan Library, Family Resources, Exchange Club of Zion, where I'm the president this year. We also had Women of the Village come out. We just had so many individuals come out all
was so proud of the fact that we're doing such a wonderful job. And it's not just us. There are other people that are out of community service, and we just want to network with everybody, and with the politicians, with the local people, with the people, and we all want to come together and really show the stuff that we have available.
Well, I'm happy that I was invited to take a part in it, because the whole job is to get souls saved, get people involved in Christ, and all the activities boil down to
Yes, that's right.
And tell us about community. I know that you emphasize unity in the community, right? You cannot have community unless you have unity, right?
Yeah, of course not. As you can see today, if all of us did not come together and work together, we would be divided. And so with all of us putting the effort in, and we're putting we're doing all the work together, we have a good old time.
And also to let people know about all the resources that are available.
Yes,
Right.
Okay. And Iris, are you a part of this too, right? The insurance.
Yes.
That people may not have known about the resources by going to the ones underneath the tent there.
Right.
They say, wow,
We had so many different things under all of the tents. Everybody was just so loving and giving. We handed out so much information about our church. Our evangelistic series actually for our church is starting July 11th, 4 nights a week at 1105 Pine Street. So please make sure you guys come out and get a little bit more of this. This is the kickoff for our evangelistic series as well. So hopefully we can see all of you come out and visit Salem.
well, thank you very much, Iris, and thank you, Denise.
Thank you so much.
I know you both of you have a heavy load on you, and you're winding down now, and I just couldn't have this show end without having you thank the community, and also for
Thank you. And hope to see you next year and all the other events that we have.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening to another awareness session on Community Forum. My name is Dr. Waddell Brooks, Sr.
Hear my cry, O Lord, attend unto my prayer. From the ends of the earth will I cry unto you. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I.
That's a big song for the Lord, brethren. Make some noise for Jesus Christ. Make some noise. Make some noise for the Father, Son, Spirit. Brethren, that's a big tool. Pull up the tool. Pull up.
Hear my cry, O Lord, attend unto my prayer. From the ends of the earth will I cry unto you. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I. For thou hast been a shelter for me, and a strong tower against the enemy. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to Hear my cry, O Lord, attend unto my prayer. From the ends of the earth will I cry unto thee. When my heart is overwhelmed, lead me to the rock that is higher than I, that is higher than I.